Notice this report here. 85 notice in every 100 adults will suffer low back pain, and 1 in 3 will have neck pain. So it's helping us really to get an understanding that it's not just back pain, but neck pain. And when you have neck and back pain, it affects just your overall wellness and overall state of being. Now, why is that? It's because in general, people wait till what?
You mean it's too late, or they're in pain?
Yeah, they wait till they're in pain to get some adjustment. So what is the key? It goes back to what we were talking about before, that the key is preventive chiropractic care. So let's take a look at some of the things that we can do for you and your family so you can have that care. Here's a chart here. If we allow our bodies to just naturally just kind of go out on our own, what's the results of that? That's what this highlights here. So we got a chart here that kind of highlights that your peak areas, 23, 24, that's that vitality of life. And if you look here, and this is if you just kind of let your body naturally do its own thing. Don't get any preventative care, what happens? As you start noticing, it starts dipping down very, very drastically. So right there you have a huge percentage amount of mobility that's lost. It goes into degeneration, and as a result, how is your quality of life going to be?
Poor.
Yeah, it's going to be poor. So you're looking at the chart here. If you just kind of let things go on their own, you see the result of that. So is it too late? Is there anything that you can do? And that's what this highlights here. Can the scale be changed? Is it too late? Can you make those adjustments so that you can have a good, high quality of life? Now notice these are people who made an effort to have preventive chiropractic care. So obviously it's going to dip just a little bit just because of the way things are naturally. But the ones who made an effort to have preventive chiropractic care, if you notice, the quality of life and the vitality, what was it? It was a lot better, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a lot better. So we see a huge percentage amount of the opposite. The ones who made an effort to do the chiropractic care, they were able to have a good, happy, long, productive life. If you notice here, all the well into the 80s, even well into the 90s. So what do you got to do to have that preventative maintenance, to have that ability to have that quality of life? Well, there's 3 areas. Here's the first area. First, you got to get rid of the pain, right? You got to get rid of the pain. Now, this is what it says. It causes your pain and other related health problems, salations, the misalignment of the vertebrae is causing nerve interference. It is a pinching the nerve which can impact many areas and organs of the body, causing a lot of disease in ways you might never relate to back pain. So we got some pictures here to give you an idea of why you're having, or why even people in general have pain. And we like to illustrate it this way. You think of in your yard, you have a hose, and if it's running smoothly, but if you get a kink in it, you get it twisted, really a sublation, what happens? It doesn't run properly, it doesn't run effectively. You get some water out, but it has a stoppage, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
So in a similar way, when you have these things here, sublations, you have that pinching of the nerve, it's kind of similar as that hose there, pinches it. And so it starts really that nerve to work and handle and do things properly. So what do you got to do to fix that? You got to get adjusted. So the solution is adjustment. And it highlights 3 specific things. It says, to relieve the pain, we must remove the pressure of the nerve from the spine. Then it says, the adjustment gradually moves your spine back in alignment and away from the nerve, allowing the body, notice, to heal itself. So you make the adjustments with the doctor. It's going to allow that nerve, it's going to unkink that hose, and it's going to allow things to work properly. But here's the question. Do you think that once you get rid of the pain, now it's time to stop?
No.
No. Why? It's only the beginning. It says, do not stop here, and it has it in bold. Why? Your recommendation takes you through pain relief to stabilization of pain. And that's what we have here. So the stabilization. So after the pain is gone, you need to come back. Why? Because your spine has been misaligned for a long time.
Right.
It's been misaligned for a long time. So the goal is to not only get it there, but to keep it there and allow it to do that. And as it highlights in bold, it takes time. It says, unless the spine and joints are retrained with adjustments and kept in proper position for a longer period of time, your body will naturally go right back into the misaligned condition. And it says, why does it take time? Well, it makes the illustration here. When you think of someone that you see at the gym, who's big, who's in shape, do they just go one time?
No.
No. It's a process. It's time over that. Or you think of someone who goes to the orthodontist, or someone who has their teeth straightened, had to get braces. Even sometimes they got to get a retainer. What's the purpose of that?
To keep it together.
Yeah, just to keep things right, to keep things in line. So, same thing. To get your musculoskeletal system stabilized, it's going to take some time and number of treatments, and you will need all of them. So again, putting you in that process of stabilization. But what's the next step? The next step is maintenance, and this is the good part. This is the part where you get past the pain relief. Now you're past stabilization. You kept it there. Now you're in maintenance. And it highlights here. Once you reach stabilized condition, you will dismiss from active care and recommended preventive health care plan. Notice here it says it will be simple and affordable, but also essential to changing your mobility scale for the future and for years. Now here's my question: is this what you want?
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Yeah, you want to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of times when you're doing this presentation, people say, so you're trying to tell me I'm going to be going to chiropractic the rest of my life, right? That's a lot of people wonder. So what's the answer to that? Well, the answer is, yes, you're right. But not necessarily in the way that you may think. Think about it. When you go to the dentist, when you're young, do you stop going once you get older? No, why do you keep going?
Because I still have teeth.
Yeah, you still got teeth, right? And so the goal, again, is to keep things up, keep things going. And so you get your eyes checked out, and they say, oh, you don't need glasses.
Right.
Does that continue and stay that way?
No.
No, not necessarily. Why? You go...
Prescription change.
Prescriptions, eye change, circumstances change. Well, the same thing here. So, this is what we do want. We do want you to come in. We don't want you to come in more times than you have to. Our adjustment room's already full. We're already busy. But again, the purpose is to keep your mobility going, keep you positive, keep your wellness going. As it highlights here, we can't remove your wrinkles and make your teeth stay white, but we can enable you to move so that you can work and play and so that you can stay young. And that's really the point here. So that takes us to staying young the first 100 years. A good presentation, but it's a presentation, but I want to highlight really my own personal experience with chiropractic care. So for me, why I came to chiropractic care years back was because I had a football accident. So I had a football accident. As I got older, I kept asking myself, why am I in pain all the time? I'm too young to be in pain all the time. So what I did was, someone said, go to chiropractor. I said, nah, I don't know about that. But I went to the chiropractor, and they helped me with my sciatica. I mean, I always felt like a long rod was going down my left leg. They helped me with my sciatica. But then I started realizing that continuing on my wellness program just made me feel good all the way around, all the way over. And so that's what moved me into this field, to educate people about how really chiropractic care can be beneficial how it can change your life. So that's why I'm here. And I want you to be able to experience those same type of benefits yourself as well. So you've been getting a lot of information. You've already kind of seen the benefits of chiropractic care, but the question comes up, what about your family? What about people that you love, your friends? Can they get that same type of care that you've been experiencing? Well, the answer is yes. And it's never too late. As I highlighted here, even the trauma of childbirth on the spine affects them. But what's the good news? That with a little preventive care, we can eliminate much of the pain management in later years. And it makes this point here. Your family needs to come in and be evaluated. Why? For a simple, easy, and healthy plan toward preventing life and mobility. Then it makes this. The good news is with a little preventive care, we can eliminate much of their pain management in later years. And so you think about the long-term effect, this puts them that they can invest in themselves to have a good, quality, healthy life. So what has to be done? What can be done in order to do that? That really brings me back to where we're here at. And the goal is to allow your family to be able to have the same type of benefits that you were able to have. So we're offering something. We're offering your family an opportunity to have a consultation with the doctor, neurological exam, and also the report of findings. And it's for $25. And $25 doesn't go to us, but it goes to the Children's Miracle Network. But in order for them to be able to get that, what I need you to do is to give me their information and set an appointment for them tonight. And by doing that, that can allow us to get them on the road of preventive maintenance and allow them to have their wellness. So I'd like to get some of their information and get them scheduled. And just put some of that information down. Put that information down there. We can go ahead and get them scheduled. And what it allows them to be able to do is go ahead and get them on the road to wellness, get them started, and so they can get that beneficial and get that care now.
Okay.
So we'll put them down and do that. So we'd like to do that, set that appointment up, put that time, we'll set an appointment up, make that appointment time. What time will work better?
4 o'clock.
So how about what days work better for you, for them?
Any day.
Okay. So we'll do, how about next Tuesday
That's fine.
at 4 o'clock? Okay. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put them down. If something changes, they can always call and make the adjustment. But what this does is it gets them on that road, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So again, I feel like this would be the best type of investment that your family can have. And I want to thank you for coming to our event on how to stay young the first 100 years.